What is up, guys? Mickey49 here. We are back in space. I got a special surprise for you guys. I'm going to be analyzing the end poem. You know, when I first played Minecraft and beat the Ender Dragon, I wasn't really sure what this poem was about. I was pretty confused, okay? But as I meditate more and I started to open up my perception to different realms of reality, different dimensions, this poem starts to make sense to the point now where I understand this poem in my mind completely. And I'm going to try to share that with you guys, so I hope you guys will listen to what I have to say. I know it's hard to read this text on the screen. I don't know why it's like this. If I was going to make a really cool poem, I'd make everyone read it, but you're going to have to struggle to see it. I'm sorry, but I'll try to read some of these lines for you. The first line is, I see the player you mean. And another one says, yes, take care. It has reached a higher level now. It can read our thoughts. So basically what's happening is there's two entities here. Two entities that are not you. And they're having a conversation. And that doesn't matter. It thinks we are part of the game. And the other one says, I like this player. It played well. It did not give up. And the other one says, it is reading our thoughts as though they were words on a screen. So basically what's happening is these two higher dimensional beings are beings of light. When you leave the fourth dimension, there's no physicality, there's no time or place. Just these entities are entities of light, and they're communicating telepathically because there's no use for sound in the higher dimensions. So they're talking to each other telepathically, and they're talking to you telepathically because it's as if you've died and you've gone to the higher realms, right? So basically what's happened is you've been playing Minecraft and your reality is over, your dream is over, as they imply many times here, as they say, what did the player dream? So basically what they're saying is every incarnation that you have is like a dream that's created by you. And you get to dictate how this dream goes and how this dream plays out, and that's your life, that we call a life. And then you die and you go back to the higher dimensions and you learn about what you learned in physicality, right? And then you come back, you get reincarnated. And they're comparing Minecraft to life and how the reincarnation process works. You know, in Minecraft you die and you come back and you start a whole other dream, and that's how kind of what these two entities are talking about. So they're saying, what did this player dream? And they're talking about they dreamed of sunlight and trees, of fire and water, a dream that created, a dream that destroyed, a dream that hunted and was hunted, a dream of shelter. So yeah, then they speak of a thought that you cannot read and has not yet achieved the highest level. That is, it must achieve in the long dream of life, not the short dream of a game. There we go, reincarnation right there. You're living this long life, but the human physical life is just one snapshot in this long reincarnation cycle, is what they're saying. Does it know that we love it, that the universe is kind? And that's the rule of the universe. The universe is filled with pure love. The source energy is just a ball of love, and that's what all existence is degrees of love. And there's unconditional love, so that's what they're alluding to there. Sometimes, though, the noise of its thoughts, here's the universe, yes. So what they're saying with that is that your thoughts kind of cloud the universal message of love, okay? But there are times it is sad in the long dream. It creates worlds that have no summer, and it shivers under a black sun, and it creates its sad creation for reality. Sometimes we dream bad dreams. Sometimes our lives are negative, and we go through pain and struggle, and that's what they're implying. You know, if you get to choose what your life is about. And they're saying that sometimes people choose negative things. Sometimes when they are deep in dreams, I want to tell them they are building true worlds in reality. Sometimes I want to tell them of their importance to the universe. Sometimes when they have not made a true connection in a while, I want to help them to speak the word they fear. It reads our thoughts. Sometimes I do not care. Sometimes I wish to tell them this world you take for truth is merely blah, blah, blah. I wish to tell them that they are blah, blah, in the blah. They see so little of reality in their long dream. What they're saying is, you know, when we're in the dream, we can't see out of the dream. We can't see the bigger picture. We can't see that we are, you know, fifth dimensional entities living an expansive experience that goes well beyond planet Earth. It goes beyond the dimensions that Earth contains. But it would be so easy to tell them. Too strong for this dream. To tell them how to live is to prevent them living. That's right, guys. You get to choose your dream. You get to choose your reality and how it goes. And for other people, for outside entities to influence that would be going against your wishes and influencing things for negatively, because you're here to live and learn the lesson that you want to learn here. Okay? The player is growing restless. I will tell the player a story, but not the truth. No, a story that contains the truth safely in a cage of words, not the naked truth that can burn out over a distance. Its information is so far over our little human brains that we can't really comprehend it. We like to hear stories, and that's what he's talking about. Give it a body again. Yes, player. Use its name. Being Crew 49, player of games. Right? So what they're saying is, we're gonna tell it a story about reincarnation. Is basically what's happening here. It says, take a breath now, take another. Feel air in your lungs. Let your limbs return. Yes, move your fingers. Have a body again. Reincarnation. Under gravity, in air, respawn in the long dream. There you are, your body touching the universe again at every point, as though you were separate things, as though we were separate things. So when we come into existence, we have the illusion of separation. We started off as these light beings, these light entities, and we come to Earth and we separate from all that is in order to gain an understanding, gain a perspective in all that exists, right? In order to understand the universe, you're gonna have to separate yourself from it so you can see all those other aspects of it. And that's what reincarnation is about. It's about leaving the oneness of source creation and coming in and learning and experiencing about yourself and about the reality you live in by separation. Who are we? Once we were called the spirit of the mountain, father, sun, mother, moon, ancestral spirits, animal spirits, jinn, ghosts, the green man, then gods, demons, angels, poltergeists, aliens, extraterrestrials, lepkins, quarks. The words change. We do not change. Those are just words that we give to fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh dimensional beings in our reality. We are the universe. We are everything you think isn't you. You are looking at us now through your skin and your eyes. And why does the universe touch your skin and throw light on you? To see you, player. To know you and to be known. I shall tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a player. The player was you. Sometimes it thought itself human. On the thin crust of a spinning globe of molten rock, the ball of molten rock circled a ball of blazing gas. That's where we are, Earth and the sun. That was 330,000 times more massive than it. They were so far apart that the light took 8 minutes to cross the map. That's from sun to the Earth. The light was information from a star, and it could burn your skin from 150. So it's talking about the star there. Sometimes the player dreamed it was a miner on the surface of a world that was flat and infinite. The sun was a square of white. The days were short and much to do. What they're saying there basically is living your Minecraft life is just one of your dreams, one of your aspects of you. Sometimes the player dreamed it was lost in a story, right? Sometimes the player dreamed it was other things in other places. Sometimes these dreams are disturbing, sometimes very beautiful indeed. Sometimes the player woke from one dream into another and then woke from that into a third. It's going layers deep into the dream. Sometimes the player dreamed it watched words on the screen. That's us now. Let's go back. The atoms of the player were scattered in the grass, in the rivers, in the air, in the ground. A woman gathered the atoms. She drank and ate and inhaled, and the woman assembled the player in her body. That woman would be Mother Gaia. She made us. She put us together from nothing. And the player awoke from the warm, dark world of his mother's body, Earth, Gaia, into the long dream. And the player was a new story, never told before, written in letters of DNA. Your story has never been told before. The dream that you are having now is something completely unique, and you're going to learn something from this dream that no one else has learned before. And that's why every life is precious. But in the grand scheme of things, life is just it's happening over and over again. So reincarnation really helps us learn about ourselves. And the player was a new program, never run before, generated by source code 1 billion years old. And the player was a new human, never alive before, made from nothing but milk and love. You are the player, the story, the program, the human, made from nothing but milk and love. Let's go further back. The 7 billion atoms of the player's body were created long before this game in the heart of a star. We are all star matter. We all come from Source. Source is the largest star there is, and that's where we all spawn from, and that's what they're saying here. So the player 2 is information from a star, and the player moves through a story, which is a forest of information planted by a man called Julian on a flat infinite world created by a man called Marcus that exists inside a small private world created by the player. Again, they're trying to compare Minecraft to real life. Shush. Sometimes the player created a small private world that was soft and warm and simple, sometimes hard and cold and complicated. Sometimes it built a model of the universe in its head, flecks of energy moving through vast empty spaces. Sometimes it called those flecks electrons and protons. Sometimes it called them planets and stars. Sometimes it believed it was in a universe that was made of energy, that was made of offs and ons, zeros and ones, lines of code. Sometimes it believed it was playing a game. Sometimes it believed it was reading words on the screen. We are living in a dream that we have created. You are the player reading words. Shush. Sometimes the player read lines of code on the screen, decoded them into words, decoded words into meaning, decoded meanings into feelings, emotions, theories, ideas, and the player started to breathe faster and deeper and realized it was alive. It was alive. Those thousands of deaths had not been real. The player was alive. Yes, you are alive. So remember, we got to make the most of this dream, guys. We're here to learn. We're here to learn from each other and about each other, and we're here to teach other people, and we have to live each moment like it's our last, even though we're going to get millions and millions of lives after this one. We still have to treat each life as a beautiful gift that we can learn from. And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the sunlight that came through the shuffling leaves of the summer trees. The sun is always speaking to us. Information is coming from the sun. Whether you can decode it or not is up to you. And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the light that fell from the crisp night sky of winter, where a fleck of light in the corner of the player's eye might be a star a million times as massive as the sun, boiling its planets to plasma in order to be visible for a moment to the player, walking home at the far side of the universe, suddenly smelling food, almost at the familiar odor, about to dream again. And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the zeros and ones, through the electricity of the world, through those scrolling words on the screen at the end of a dream. And the universe said, I love you. And the universe said, you have played the game well. And the universe said, everything you need is within you. And the universe said, you are stronger than you know. And the universe said, you are the daylight. And the universe said, you are the night. And the universe said, the darkness you fight is within you. Oh, that is so powerful, guys. All of creation is in you. God is you. You are God. Everything that you need is inside of you. You've created it, and the darkness is inside of you too. And you know, we like to project darkness onto other things that are evil, but it's just aspects of ourselves that we're interpreting. And the universe said, you are the night. Already said that. Okay. And the universe said, the light you seek is within you. And the universe said, you are not alone. And the universe said, you are not separate from every other thing. That's what I've been trying to say on this channel, guys, is we are all aspects of the same thing. We've come to have this as a separation so that we can learn about each other. But down deep, we are all the same thing. We all come from the same place. So fighting amongst ourselves doesn't really help us at all, right? We need to discover our true selves. And what they're saying through this poem is that the true self is something that is inside of you that you have to discover. So finding your creativity, finding your source of love is going to help you to know these things. And the universe said, I love you because you are love. Source energy is pure love, and we are all aspects of source energy. We all come from the same star. And the game was over, and the player woke up from the dream, and the player began a new dream, and the player dreamed again, dreamed better, and the player was the universe, and the player was love. You are the player. Wake up, guys. What this poem is trying to say is, we are far more than flesh and bones. We are infinite source awareness. We are infinite love, infinite energy. And for you to think that you're just some little human is a fallacy. It's wrong. It's incorrect. You have to know that within inside of you is everything. The universe is inside of you. You have to wake up to this fact. You have to discover your creativity, discover what makes you happy and filled with joy, and you have to follow that so that you can discover the energy that is inside of you that is waiting to come out. I encourage you all to read this poem again and really think about it. Think about these multi-dimensional entities that are speaking, because they are just aspects of you. You look at them as two beings talking to each other about you, but they are you, because you are everything and everything is you. So that's kind of what I think this poem is about, guys. That's what I understand from this poem. And if this is over your head, I don't blame you, okay? But meditation is the number one way, guys. You're going to understand this poem, I guarantee it. So that's my interpretation of the end poem. I would like to give a shout out to Julian Go, I think his name is, who made that poem. That guy is switched on. He knows what's up, and he is one of the people who I can tell who has, used meditation to discover himself. Julian Go. So thank you guys for watching that. I hope you got something from it. Let's start a discussion in the comment section below. I really enjoy these sort of conversations. So leave a like if you enjoy that, guys. Happy Minecrafting. Peace.